wouldn't say I'm like a big shouter like that, so it must have been some big save for that. She was like, if you don't do this, I'll never forgive you, Jess. And they literally threw mud at me. I guess, as they say, started from the bottom and now we're here, aren't we? So, hey, I'm Jess Carter and this is my Insta story. So yeah, my first trip to LA this was. I think it must have been with the 23s as well. So me, Sophie Bagley, Cole Haynes, a couple of the girls from when I played at Birmingham. Probably one of my earlier trips away with the national team, the youth age groups. And I think we had recovery at the beach, which wasn't my favourite. I'm not one for the water. I think I'm a bit of a home bird as well, but then at the same time we make some incredible memories and get to visit some incredible places that we probably would never have had any opportunity to go to. And so it is amazing to get to experience new things as well, for sure. So yeah, 2017 when I had my first senior call up, yeah, I just remember that being a bit mad really. We had games against Italy and Austria, but I just remember all my family calling and texting and everyone being super excited, and that was just a bit of a whirlwind moment, I think, being so young and getting my first senior call up. Oh well, yeah, winning Young PFA Player of the Year in 2017 as well. Yeah, that was pretty mad too. To be nominated by your peers is obviously really, really special. They're players that you play with day in, day out, play against day in, day out, and they know what you kind of go through to get to this level. So yeah, really special to win that award. And the next one's the Nordic Cup. With the under-23s. It's a picture of me and all my Birmingham teamies at the time with the 23s, and I remember them just kind of being good fun and a bit of a laugh really. Just kind of getting to travel with some of your friends was exciting at the time. More records achieved and clearly buzzing to get my first senior goal. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a player who gets overly excited by much, but yeah, as a defender who's not normally up the pitch for set pieces, obviously was special to get a first goal for England. I think it's something that you'll often remember. Yeah, then making my full debut in 2022. I think to finally make my full debut was pretty special. I think, to be honest, I'm the kind of person, once it's happened, I just move on very quickly. I don't really think about it until maybe later on down the line where I'm like, wow, you've just done that. Maybe even the World Cup didn't really hit until much, much later, but I was like, well, actually, I've just played in my first ever World Cup final, you know, those sorts of memories. I think when you're in the moment, you're working, you're focused, you don't really have time to think about those things. So then, you know, later on down the line and remembering things that have maybe happened is definitely special. Yeah, the Euros final, obviously a picture of me celebrating quite hard. I think I saw my family in the crowd and I just ran up to them, arms open, shouting, I don't even know what. Yeah, no, that was just amazing. I think the final whistle went and we all just kind of ran and jumped and didn't know where we were going, and it was just, yeah, that was special. I think to be part of a team that had made that history, and the crowd that day were incredible. To beat Germany as well was probably even better. It was just, the whole day was just incredible. I felt really lucky to be part of that one. Some people I think were crying on the floor. I don't even know what everyone was doing, but yeah, mine was clearly just to shout as loud as I could, really. The Finalissima, yeah, no, that was another intense game against a great opposition. I mean, that's what we all play for, really, to be the best that we can be and to win things. That's what we always want to do. So to get another win from that was amazing. To go to Wembley and have tens of thousands there, I don't think it's something you can ever get used to. And the Lionesses fans are just, they're unbelievable. They root you on regardless of, you know, win or lose. They're loud as hell at Wembley, and it's amazing to play in there, and kind of games we all want to play, you know, big games at big stadiums with big crowds. So when we come to England, we really get an opportunity to do that. We had the squad announcement of the World Cup. I remember that being, like I said before, the quality that we have in England, for me, genuinely, a number of people can be selected to represent England, so to be one of the few that actually make it, I think is really special. You know, to go to Australia, I don't think I'd have ever visited Australia ever, so to get to do that with England and to play more minutes than I ever could have imagined, really, was really special. So I guess to get that trust from Serena to be selected for the squad was pretty amazing. And then, yeah, from a little old Warwick, my old team Woodlows, to now was incredible. I guess, as they say, started from the bottom and now we're here, aren't we? So it's amazing to see things like that, seeing where you come from and remembering what got you to this point is, yeah, that's a nice photo for me. Doing a Vogue thing, that was a bit wild because I wouldn't really say I'm into my fashion in the slightest bit. I wasn't actually going to do it until I told my sister. I was like, oh, I got this email about doing some photo thing for Vogue, and she was like, if you don't do this, I'll never forgive you, Jess. So I said I'd do it, literally, because she told me to. And I got there, and I thought I was going to be in like some really fancy place, getting dressed up to the nines in some sort of designer dress that I'd never be able to afford or whatever. And they literally threw mud at me, got me into this old school outfit, and I rolled around in the grass. The photo, in my opinion, kind of turned out looking quite dope actually, but it's not what I expected from a Vogue shoot anyway. I think that was pretty awesome actually to get to play the home nation, beating them on home soil as well, to be honest, was even better. And obviously we didn't get to play New Zealand, but Australia were incredible hosts. I think almost you get a bit more relief after the semi-final than you do the final whistle, because it's like your hard work has got you to that final stage to get all the way to the last game. And yeah, I guess probably at this point we're just running off pure adrenaline and doing the best we can to get through. I remember that moment just of obviously feeling like we were still in the game in the final. We just needed one chance to draw a level with them. And yeah, the World Cup final was really special. Obviously Spain were an incredible opponent, but I never imagined playing for England, let alone getting to a World Cup and playing in a World Cup final. That's literally stuff that I guess people would say dreams are made of. So amazing experience in general, and something that I will 100% always remember. Yeah, my goal. Scoring is always a bit of a miracle for me, to be honest. It doesn't happen often. I've probably scored about 5 times in my whole career. I can't remember it happening, and I'm not much of a celebrator anyway. To be honest, just kind of go back to my own half and get ready to go again. But that one surprised me, I think, just as much as anyone else. I just remember all of my family texting me straight after, telling me how I didn't mean it. For sure, they definitely keep me grounded. Never want to. They don't want me to get my head too big. I think it's always awesome looking at photos, because we just move on so easy and so quickly because we've always got the next thing to do. Sometimes it's nice to sit and go back through things from, way back when, first camps, first goals, and I guess just remembering those moments, because they're huge things that we should celebrate. That was my Insta story. See you guys later.
Let's ignore that clue, that is so hard. Nice. Detective Mead.
If you squint sometimes it makes it. Yeah, did you used to have a Fiat?
Oh my goodness.
50 Cent, you said you've heard of Racket before.
Dun dun dun.